Spent some time in San Francisco, spent a night there in the can. Threw a drunk man in my jail cell, took $15 from that man. Left him watching my Ohio's keys. Don't like folks think that I'll steal. Thanked him as he was sleeping, headed out for Bakersfield. You don't know me and you don't like me, say you don't care how I feel. How many of you sit there and judge me? Ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? You don't know me, you don't like me, say you care less how I feel. How many of you sit there and judge me? Ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? How many of you sit there and judge me? Ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? Thank you, Lane. Last time I played here, it was Veterans Day, and I played several songs to honor our veterans. This past week I ran across this one song, and I always like to honor the veterans and our fallen heroes, and this one kind of touched me and just felt like doing it tonight. Like I said, this is the first time I've done this one. This one is called Meet Me at Arlington. I was standing in the kitchen, listening to the morning news. Some angry man was talking, God, he didn't have a clue. He was putting down our soldiers, fighting all those wasted wars. Just had to turn it off, I couldn't take it anymore. I wanted to tell him more than what he sees. Before you tell me that I'm wrong, spend a day with me. Meet me at Arlington, I'll introduce you to my son. Maybe then you'll know just how I feel. White stones that go on and on, 400,000 strong, wounds and broken hearts that never heal. Reliving all the memories, praying he'll come back to me, knowing in my heart he never will. And tell me that you feel the same way still. Meet me at Arlington. Meet me in Arlington. You can almost hear the stories of the lives they left behind. Names and numbers etched in stone here before their time. When you see the caissons rolling and you hear the music play, when you see a child kneeling by their fallen father's grave, man, if that don't change you, then I don't understand. 'Cause if you can't see from where you are, then look from where I am. Meet me in Arlington, I'll introduce you to my son. Maybe then you'll know just how I feel. White stones that go on and on, 400,000 strong, wounds and broken hearts that never heal. Living all the memories and praying he'll come back to me, knowing in my heart he never will. Tell me that you feel the same way still. Meet me at Arlington. Meet me at Arlington. There's a stone for every soldier, the reason that you're free. Say the things you want to say, believe what you believe. Meet me in Arlington. I'll introduce you to my son. Maybe then you'll know just how I feel. White stones that go on and on, 400,000 strong, wounds and broken hearts never heal. Living all the memories and praying he'll come back to me, knowing in my heart he never will. Tell me that you feel the same way still. Meet me in Arlington. Meet me in Arlington. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Now for a fun song. Huh? Have you heard this one? One more? Okay. It's an old Johnny Cash tune here. Yeah, let me. Well, I left Kentucky back in '49 and I went to Detroit working on the assembly line. First year they had me putting wheels on Cadillacs. Well, every day I'd watch them beauties roll by and sometimes I'd hang my head and cry. Always wanted to be one long and black. So one day I devised myself a plan to be envy of most any man. I'd stick it out there in my lunchbox in my hand. Now getting caught meant getting fired, and I figured that I'd have it all by the time I retired. Had me a car with just about $100 grand. I get in one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime. You know me when I come to your town. Gonna ride around in style, gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll be the only one there is around. So the very next day, when I lunched in with a big lunchbox and helped my friends, left that day with a lunchbox full of years. Well, I never considered myself a thief, but GM wouldn't miss just one piece, especially if I strung it out over several years. Well, the first day I got me a fuel pump, and the next day I got me an engine in the trunk and a transmission, all the chrome. Well, little things I could get in my big lunch box, like nuts and bolts and all 4 shots, but the big stuff snuck out my buddy's mobile home. Well, up to now, my plan went all right till we tried to put it all together one night. That's when we noticed that something was definitely wrong. Well, the transmission was a 53. The motor turned out to be a 73, and when we tried to put the bolts in, all the holes were gone. So we drilled it out so that it would fit, and with a little bit of help from the adapter kit, had that in running just like the sun. Now the headlights, they were another sight. 2 on the left and only 1 on the right, but when we pulled out the switch, all 3 of them came on. Well, the vacuum looked kind of funny too. Put it together, and we got through, that's when we noticed we only had one tail fin. About that time, my wife walked out, and I could see in her eyes that she had her doubts. She opened the door and said, "Honey, take me for a spin." So we drove uptown to get the tags, and I headed her right on down the main drag, and I could hear everybody laughing for miles around. But up there at the courthouse, they didn't laugh. Just type it up, it took the whole staff. By the time I got through, that title weighed 60 pounds. I get it one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime. You know it's me when I come to your town. Gonna ride around in style, gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around. Well, he was so proud of that new Cadillac, he'd get on the CB radio and talk a little bit about it. Yeah, Red Rider, this is Cottonmouth in a psychedelic Cadillac. Come on. This is Cottonmouth and Negatory on the cost of that machine there, Red Rider. Well, you might say, went right up to the factory and picked it up. It's cheaper that way. Okay, well, what model is that? Well,